Dat is mooi. Zo goed behalve. Dat kan een vorm zijn aan een broodje doen. Gewoon een vorm. Ivanka Singh Nijjar. Zo'n gaat dan gewoon doen. Dit is het wel. Hoe is het toch voor doen? Oké, allemaal. Ik kan het gewoon zo. Zo'n camera. Dit is het wel voor. Zo'n vorm zo. Where's his money at? They don't like that. Look out for them fucking over here. This is all this right here. This is possible. That's good. That's good. This is information that's left out. This isn't the message started. Just going to try something. This is Andy Miller's office, the prosecutor's office here at the Benton County Judge Department. COVID-19 policy regulation service of the Benton County Judge Department. 7112 West 39 Place, Kenneth, Washington, 519735. Mr. Andy Miller, State Prosecutor, first name Barela, BR, first name Felix, ANCRES Society Administration. The COVID-19 policy regulation services are carrying the administration COVID-19 policy. Andy Miller, State Prosecutor, carrying the COVID-19 policy. Andy Miller, 519-735-3591. And this is the Virginia freight of 610 pounds of freight. This is Chevron Construction, 712 Okanagan. Mr. Andy Miller, State Prosecutor, carrying the COVID-19 policy regulation services. Administrate COVID-19 with the grass, the sod, the hazardous seeds, the trees, the limbs, and services after the fact since October of 2021. And 2022, this is March. Carrying the COVID-19 policy, 7122 West Okanagan. The Benton County Justice Department, 1099 forms and administration COVID-19 table of contents and their service for the COVID-19 policy regulation services. They're proceeding in the WebEx video and telephonic courtrooms, courtroom A, B, C, D, and F. Commissioner's Office of Rated Services, also the WebEx meeting room number, attendee number, and press number services A, B, C, D, and F. Benton County Superior Court, A, C, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F. Courtrooms with a copy of the current construction notice in the COVID-19 policy regulation. Mrs. Perry, Mrs. Catwell, Mr. McKinnon, law firm, and Schultz Todd Wallace, 60 Street, George Washington. I'm Mr. Andy Miller, State Prosecutor, Mr. John Luke McKinnon, Mr. Presented, WSBA's 13294, Washington Bar Association, Mr. Kennan, law firm 704 East Olive Avenue, Moses Lake, Washington. Birth certificate and service income, Mr. Andy Miller and Mrs. Felix Barela, and also his Nebraska ordinance, his Texas state ordinance, and services for Roberta Hernandez and Juan Barela, Texas, and the service of Richland, Benton County, Washington, at the Service Center, applying Mr. Andy Miller. Now, the 71219-73535, Schultz Todd Wallace, George Washington, and also the services they have for the COVID-19 policy regulations and services for the tax forms here at the Social Security Office in Kennewick, Klamath, Cincinnati, and Chevron Construction and service at Andy Miller's office at Suite 180, Sandstone, Virginia 23150, and the air freight of 610 pounds of freight straight to 712 West Okanagan Place. just tell me before. There's a prosecutor. It's unbelievable. It's not a cop on this shit. It's not fuck out of here. We called the cops on him. They're coming in the building, pressing charges on him. He ain't going there. This is ownership. Should leave. We just got the cop on him. Property tax included license, records, treasurer, auditor, assessors, Department Service Information Technology, second floor, Department of Human Resource Commissioners, number 3, East 310 location, Employment Civil Service Administrative Finance Management, 330, Auditor Assessors, E120, Auditor E120, Treasurer E110, Assessor 130, Suite E240 for Department of Technology and Services, second floor. Oh. Now we have the first floor, second floor, third floor here at the Benton County Services and United State Prosecutor's Office in Kennewick, Washington. You know, since October, they tell me to leave and his services and get off the bus and his services and recorded information being attacked in the way it should be. It's not the work on it. You got your business card? Guys, I was October. I left, so it's October, November. This is March. So that's 7 months. October, November, December, January, February, March. 6, almost 7 months. Yeah, your card. When was the big opening?
The big
grand opening?
move? You know what? It's been a couple months ago, several months ago.
December.
It's just probably December, something like that. December, January.
When was the big improv of
I honestly can't.
microphone access? Because my computer shut down.
Oh, it is.
It's in Andy Miller's office, but when I left it, it embedded when it sat. And when you guys turn it on, you reset it and put a name on it or username or stuff like that. This thing kind of shutting off. So all the information, Andy Miller, the murder case, the stipulations, Fabian Barela, Lola Hernandez, Roberta Barela, Andy Miller, Mrs. Andy, grandma and mother, grandma and mother, Broken Dill. Tried erasing information. The Google face recognition at George Washington's, Mr. McKinnon and law firm at 74 East Olive and Schultz Topper Walls, 56th Street, Kenneth W. Chadwick, his bar is 33509. Kenneth, his bar association, but the solitating orientation webinar access code for Windows 11, it tries shutting off. They try erasing all the information pretty much. So I can fix it just getting the business card access, and so I can tap into that because the 610 pounds of internet. This is your building. This whole thing is 610 pounds. It was delivered to you.
And no, were you trying still over in the?
I just need the card, the business card.
Do you want one for? I mean, this is just HR. Do you want
You
one
get
for the
whoever's gonna run
IT
that.
one? It would be IT.
No, that's fine. We did that.
But I don't.
They fired that guy because I was there.
Okay.
I'm just saying that the card, what's the card, business card for the access for whatever needs to be.
Oh, we don't have one. That would be IT that would have something. I mean.
No, that's fine. I'm on Office Max. The State Patrol vehicle, I got all the VIN numbers on it. They try shutting the information off. They understand. I'm at Mueller's Funeral Home. Inside a Muslim, outside Muslim, all the headstones. Mr. Brambach, I guess his wife died. And then Leonard Brambach. And then Daryl Johnson's, on Reed Street, all those headstones are right there.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know exactly, Jay Mueller, the signatures, and then Don Trump's signature at Boston Pizza and at the Y in Spokane, Washington. So this information they're trying to erase, what's going on? Are they trying to retrieve archives and then abstract it and bring it into the court, or because I had to it shut down? So
Yeah, hang on, just a second, okay?
I want to go over to Andy Miller's office and we'll figure it out.
Are you going to go to Andy? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's right here.
Okay.
I'm not dead.
Okay. Perfect.
So when you go Google, you're supposed to say deceased, dead. when you go to close or open cast, we all know, I know what all goes on. I'm just saying, I'm not dead. The Google Passwords access, that's totally against policy and regulations. Bill Gates did his file. So when they're trying to erase information, it went into another bin, it went into another domain. It didn't erase. Even if they erased it, and I'm talking and I'm activating and doing transactions, I'm at the Mueller's funeral home and the coroner's office access, they're asking cause of death. How can you do that when I'm there? Or in past tense or conversation leaving messages. So just go over there and I'll just embed it over there.
Okay, put that with Andy's office. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Good luck.
Prosecutor Andy Miller, Washington State Process 7112 is Oakland Place, Kennewick, Washington. Andy Miller at Seal Bend, Washington. Mrs. Taylor, Little Taylor, and in Andy Miller's office. 201, 2008 Board of Commissioners.
property tax is in your home?
Next door.
Oh, thank you.
What's the garbage?
Your backpack? Thank you.
You get it back right here? Yeah. You take it out again when you go back through? No.
Do you have the same, with the business card, the same information?
Yes.
Can I get that? I'm gonna go upstairs. Is that the right one?
Yes.
And who's the I'm going to Richland. You told me to go to Richland, so is that updated?
Yes.
Okay. And then what? Everything's the same?
Yes.
CO Benton, Washington, U.S. Not Andy Miller at CO Benton. What do you want me to use? You said there's 3 different ones now. There's this one,
You would use
another one, and Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington. They're both the same.
Yeah, they're both the same.
So my computer went off. I left the laptop here, embedded when it sat here, but when you guys push the buttons and change usernames and stuff like that, it went into another bin. So I'll go to Office Max, eliminate this, image it, fax it, and oh, it's Windows 11. It'll give you an option. When they erase the information, you get access to your web and your browser, Microsoft web and browser, whatever's attached to your web browser. I got an Apple. I'm going to say I don't have an Apple, but it's an Apple. The modification update, because when you file bankruptcy, or almost if you bring the guy in and before you go bankruptcy, he takes over before you don't even want to do file bankruptcy. It's your option. But it's on there. They tried erasing all the information. Oh, they did, but they didn't have reasoning why. Nothing didn't make sense because, Google password, you got to be deceased. So I'm explaining that upstairs with her. There's a bunch of police officers upstairs. I put them all, their faces, recognitions, positions, and dormants, and the cremator, the walking access, the plots, the headstones, Gerald Johnson, Jay Mueller, Donald Trump. When I was in Spokane, I worked at the Pizza Boston. They built everything up and moved everybody into positions when they didn't have no experience at all, pretty much. So I got Mueller's signature, Andy Miller's signature. So how long, was it December of the co-access when they opened the doors and had a speech? When was this? She said December. That's just
It was like
media, fake news. But when did it happen?
I don't have the specific date.
Okay. So the 610 pounds of, I got all that right here. But when they erased the information, I got to submit they give you a Windows 10 and 11. I'll show a pop-up window on a Windows 11. They'll ask to reset. They'll ask if you want to go and transfer to 11 or 10, but just keep to a 10. You can do the upgrades on your phone, but don't leave it on the server. Leave it as a 10. Even if they try erasing it and go into 11, go into 10, and then you can't erase it. So I don't know exactly what user access, but the information I got on that laptop, I took you guys' names and I blanked it out, which this is what the card showed up. But Office Max has the Google email address that they erased the access to. And they try erasing the email, but they couldn't erase the email because I went and submitted into the junk box, I guess, or whatever. There's no pornography or any kind of submitted information, and it says no, not for kids, not for children on it. So I'm gonna go over to Office Max to take care of that. I gotta go to the bank. I take you with me, and you guys can prosecute them all if you want, but if they want to make asses of that's fine. But I did email them before I canceled the membership. I told her there's no pornography. There was somebody shot on YouTube, a police officer. Oh, Moses Lake police officer shot on YouTube. Maybe that's, but I said no, not for kids. Because I guess Andy Miller or the staff members called the police because they were trying to hit me with a bat and a white laptop on me, but I was at Exxon Mobil. So I'll go over to Office Max, I'll go to the bank, and then pay for all the services. Are we good? Oh, and send you guys some more money. Is that good?